Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? It's story time. I want you to sit down, show me your ears, and you listen. Okay? Our story today is Mr. Wrinkles. Mr. Wrinkles was an elephant, and not just an elephant. He was the oldest, wisest elephant in all of Africa. He knew the names of all the other animals for miles around because, let's not forget, an elephant never forgets. There is Mr. Wrinkles, the oldest and wisest Mr. Wrinkles. Mr. Wrinkles made the same long journey to the waterhole each day. He spoke to all the brightly colored birds that told him about the things they had seen on their travels. They told him about the lions out on the plain and the crocodiles that were making a nuisance of themselves in the river. Again, there's the lions and the crocodiles playing in the water. He spoke to the giraffes that were already munching on their breakfast. It was their favorite acacia leaves. They told him about the morning before the sun had risen and were kind enough to share some of their leaves with him. Mr. Wrinkles enjoyed having his breakfast at the waterhole very much, but he could not stay long. He had to walk a long way to see his friend, Mr. Cheetah. There is Mr. Cheetah, that's Mr. Wrinkles' friend. On his way, Mr. Wrinkles felt the ground move beneath him, and before he knew it, he was stuck in a big hole. Being wise, he did not panic. He knew that there must be a way out. He just had to think. He had a long look around to see who was there and moved his legs a little. The hole was deep and cold and came up to his middle. After a few minutes, he decided to call out for help. There's Mr. Wrinkle. He's thinking of ways to get out of the hole. Help! Help me, he shouted. I'm stuck in a hole. I cannot move. He wiggled some more until finally he decided to stop and wait for someone to arrive. Very soon, a tiny head appeared. It was a meerkat named Eddie. Hello, Mr. Wrinkles. I was just out playing with my brothers and sisters. I thought I had something. Do you need a hand? I do, my friend. Could you help me get out of this hole, please? There's Mr. Wrinkles talking to the meerkat. Just then, another tiny head appeared, and then another, and another, until he was completely surrounded by meerkats. Mr. Wrinkles knew all their names, but could not say hello to everyone. It would take far too long. Hello, everyone, he said. Please, could you help me? I am stuck. But how can we help you? You are so big. And we are small, someone said. Don't worry, Eddie said. I have an idea. There are lots of us. We will find someone to get you out of there. There is Mr. Wrinkles surrounded by meerkats, all trying to think of a way to help him. Eddie and all his brothers and sisters began to spread out in search of help. It was not long before they found 3 giraffes called Spot, Speckle, and Freckle, who were more than happy to help their old friend. The giraffes with their long necks each pulled a branch down from a nearby tree and told Mr. Wrinkles to hold on tight. He wrapped his trunk around the long branches and with a heave and a roar, he pulled as hard as he could. but he moved just a little. They stopped to rest because it was very hot day. There's the giraffes trying to help Mr. Wrinkles. As they tried to decide what to do, 100 birds and all different colors flew down from the bright sky to sit on his back. They flipped their wings with all their might to try to lift him, while he pulled again with his long trunk and moved a little bit. Oh, there's the birds, beautiful birds, different colored birds trying to help Mr. Wrinkles. A few hours later, as Mr. Wrinkles was thinking he would never get out, a big wildebeest called Clive, with long pointed horns, found the ground. "Hello, Mr. Wrinkles. I had a hornbill say that you were stuck. Can I offer you my assistance?" "Oh yes, please, Clive. I would appreciate it very much." There is the wildebeest trying to help Mr. Wrinkles again. Clive stood behind Mr. Wrinkles, and together they flapped and pulled and cheered and pushed until, with a shout and a roar, Mr. Wrinkles climbed out of the hole. Look at everyone helping Mr. Wrinkles. "Thank you very much, my friends," he said. "You are all very special to me. I would not have been able to get out of that hole without each and every one of you working together as a team." He looked at all the animals gathered around him and smiled. "My meerkat friends, even though you are small, there are many of you, and your voices spread the word of my problem far and wide. Spot, Speckle, and Freckle, your long necks helped reach the highest branches for me to hold on to. My bird friends, even though you're not very strong, together your wings are stronger than the strongest lion. And finally, Clive, my good wildebeest friend, you are fast and strong." There's Mr. Wrinkles thanking all his friends who helped him. Thank you everyone for being such good friends. Even though all of you are different, you are very special indeed. This is the day I'll never forget. Mr. Wrinkles celebrated the evening with his friends and thanked them and promised that he would always be there if they ever fell in a hole. And that is the end of the story. I want to see who is listening. There's Mr. Wrinkles. Who remembers what happened to Mr. Wrinkles? I know you guys were using your ears. He fell into a hole. Oh, poor Mr. Wrinkles. And who helped him? Who remembers? You're right. Birds, the wildebeest, the giraffes. So no matter how small you are, no matter how big you are, working as a team, you can help. Okay? Well done, girls and boys, for listening. Bye.